Alright, this is Mike Kollin again at crackthefemalecode.com, which is where you can buy my book, A Male to Female Communication, Understanding Women, etc. It's for mostly men, single or married. It'll help you understand women a lot. Okay, now, this is It's Not Personal number 3. This is a very important series. This one thing will shift your whole life. Alright, so I was talking about how people look through these prisms. And when they look at you, they say it's you. When really it's their shit. It's actually in the back of their brain, but it's the way the eyes. It's the way you process. This is the easiest way to explain it. And then they'll project it onto you. Projection is when someone has a belief or an issue, and they say you have it because they're looking through their issue. And whoever they look at, wherever they look, it's saying, "Oh, it's them. It's them. It's them. It's them. It's them." If you ever catch yourself doing that, you might want to stop and go, "Wait a minute, is that my stuff?" And remember, the more stuff you catch, the easier it begins to clear. In fact, the more you're going to have to see it multiple times, but eventually it clears. Okay, and that's why I'm doing this. All right, so here's the deal. So this person just flipped out and hurt me, and I got perspective, and I kind of wait a minute, where were they at? Well, they were in this anger state, and then they projected onto me. Something I'd heard and learned from physics and metaphysics and science and atoms is energy. We are all balls of energy. That's all we are. Your heart beats off of electrical impulses. Your brain functions off of electrical impulses. That's electricity. That's energy. Whether you're talking about electricity, the atomic energy, the cellular energy, it doesn't matter. I started realizing it's a very Buddhist thing. It's a very spiritual thing. It's actually a science. It's a physics thing. We are nothing more than energy. If you start looking at humans as balls of energy walking around, you will get a completely different perspective. And this is what I mean. Remember, they're nothing more than balls of energy expressing that energy or emotion. Emotion is nothing more than your energy. It's just a different word for it. People are constantly walking around expressing what they're feeling inside emotionally. Whether they're angry or pissed or shy or scared or happy. The way we walk, the way we talk, what we say, what we do, what we don't say, what we do, what we do want, what we don't want, our haircuts, our clothes, our jobs, not necessarily our jobs all the time, but it's part of it. The classes we took, the classes we didn't want to take, we are constantly communicating or expressing to the world the way we feel, the way we see the world, the way we think. If you start to see people like that, you're going to change everything. Here's what I mean. Whenever someone does that thing where it's you and they're just projecting their stuff, realize they're sharing with you. And this is what changed my life. I realized what that person was doing was they were sharing the way that they were seeing people and the way that they were viewing the world, at least in that moment. And that's when, oh my God, well, how did I not see that? They're expressing themselves. Everybody is expressing themselves, and that's fine. And that's where you need to get. And the best way to do it is to see people as walking. See, whenever go outside, go to a coffee shop, go to a bookstore, just go to a park, and notice how every single person is dressed different. Someone's got a goatee, someone's got a turban hat, or they got a whatever. They got this look on their face. They're expressing what they're feeling in that moment. Whether it's pride, anger, confidence, the tonality, everything about what they're doing. Start seeing people from that perspective, because the more you do that, when you get into conversations with people and this person is like talking anger, hurt, sadness, happiness, whatever. I've even had people, God, you're so happy, when I'm actually not happy at all. What are you talking about? Well, they're happy, and they're looking through their happy prism, and they're like, oh, you're so happy. Is that making sense now? It's not always negative. It could be a very positive thing when they project onto you. Let me add this one, because this is something I think a lot of people can relate to. You ever been with someone, you're in a car and they're just pissed off and they're going around, it's you, that person's a jerk, that guy's such, he's effing with me, he's doing it on purpose. Like, dude, just relax. No, they're not. They made a mistake. Just be a little looser, loosen up. So then I said, are you angry? He's like, yeah, I'm angry. Where do you feel? He goes, well, right here, right here. I'm like, exactly. That's where the anger is. It's not out there. The anger is inside you, the hurt, the frustration, the sadness. Because a lot of people, that person hurt me. A lot of times, you ever had someone say something to you and you felt so hurt or so upset, and then a couple days later, you're like, I was actually in I was in a real negative mood, and I was sad in the moment, and then someone said something, and then I blamed it on them. Blaming doesn't help you. It weakens you. Because then you never see your own stuff. The more you see your stuff, the faster it clears, okay? So whenever someone comes off right now and they're all mad and stuff, I'll just be like, so are you angry? Like, well, yeah. I go, where do you feel that in your body? Like, well, I feel it here, or my neck, or, wherever. Some people say in my eyes, okay? Top of my head, that's another one people say. I'm like, so that's where it is, and that's where you need to deal with it. All I'm trying to share with you is you can do that for yourself too when you're frustrated. Realize being aware of where that is. All it is, like, sometimes you're just tired. Sometimes you got to go, like, literally, I know it sounds funny, but you got to go to number 2, you got to go to the bathroom, and you're just kind of frustrated. Have you ever noticed after you go to the bathroom, you feel good? Well, a lot of times it doesn't have to be that, but it could be that. But it could be just an emotion, a thought that triggered you, and you're just kind of, So just be with it. That's all. Be aware. Just notice where the energy is, where the anger, frustration, hurt, whatever. Just be with it, because it will pass. If you allow it to be, it'll pass sooner. But don't push it, because if you push it, it tightens it up more. All right? There's an actual technique I teach in my course. It's part of this whole, I do this 10-session series, and that's one of the things I go over. It helps you to enjoy life more, to let go, and realize it's not personal. It's not you. It's them. All right? I'll leave it at that. This is Mike Kollin. If you haven't subscribed, click the subscribe button. I think it's right there. It's right there. Where is it? And go buy my book, crackthefemalecode.com. And if you've already done that, get your butt in here. Take some sessions. We're going to do some workshops. Send me a message. Say hello. All right. I'll talk to you soon.